actually some trail magic here, but I think this has been here for quite a while. It doesn't look too appetizing in there, so we will move on. Another beautiful day here on the Ozark Trail. Marks a few days in a row now. Last night I had company for the first time, which was absolutely amazing. I got into camp right at dusk. It was probably about 8 p.m. and to my surprise there was 2 tents already staked out, which is about the whole amount of people I've seen on the trail. Their trail names are Sunshine and Trail Mix. We talked for what seemed like an hour last night and a little bit this morning, so it was really cool to connect with some hikers. They've done the Florida Trail, and their next long distance trail is the big PCT. 4 miles in, we got about 60 miles left of the OT. I can't believe it's already upon us. In about 10 miles I'll hit the stretch of trail that I've done. I did basically the whole Courtois section. The storm is starting to roll in. You can feel it. Overcast. It's getting a little more windier. Let's see what kind of storm it's going to be. If it's your typical April Missouri storm, it could be high winds and lightning, thunder. The trail has been great. It's in the 9 miles I probably only ascended about 900 feet, so it's been really flat. Probably the flattest stretch so far. Well, we're at the Highway 8 trailhead. This is where I'm going to stay tonight. It's a nice spot away from any large trees. It's going to be storm and high winds tonight. I didn't really want to sleep in the woods, so if something happens, I am right next to the highway. It is got 28 miles in exactly. It's 5:30. Ready to set up this guy, get something to eat.
Got some good old severe weather tonight. Settle down.
So the trail is wet. My feet are gonna stay wet all day. We're now entering the section that I did last on the OT. I did a 30-mile out and back, so 60-mile round trip of the Courtois section here. I think it was the weekend before I set foot on the AT. I hope it stays like this. Breezy, overcast, mid-60s, good hiking weather. There's a nice little campsite here, and they actually got a little spigot for water. Reminds me of the AT. So the temperature just dropped about 5 degrees, maybe even more. Got windy, and we're walking through this section. They did a controlled burn. It might start raining again. That's what it feels like. It actually probably dropped about 10 degrees. It's starting to get chilly. It's a little bluff overlook, looking down into some farm fields. Yeah, I remember this section quite well. The weather is getting better. It's gotten a little warmer out, and it almost seems like the sun is trying to come through the clouds. This is kind of a cool part of the OT, as I remember. There's a cemetery, old cemetery here, and then kind of grazed alongside a farm field for about a half a mile, or maybe it was a quarter mile, which totally reminds me of the AT. This is what happens when we get the kind of rain that we did last night. Look at this crap. This is the road right here. You've got to be kidding me. Let's see how deep this is when this guy goes here. Look at this. Huh. We'll be going through that. Whew. Whew. I probably shouldn't have my phone out right now because if I slip, my phone is gone. Just moving pretty hard. And that's only half the fun. This is the next thing I got to cross right here. I just hope that it's not going to get much more past than the knees. This is just, I almost guarantee this is just from the rain last night. You'd actually be able to drive on the gravel road here had we not gotten that downfall last night. Whew, made it. Well, we are approaching the end of the probably mile-long road walk. And this whole area is owned by this place right here. This is Bass River Resort. I know that they have bathrooms, and I think they might even have a place to get up something to eat, if I can remember, maybe just snacks or something like that up at the clubhouse. From here, got about a 12-mile hike out to Onondaga. This is a cool little walk here. We got some scenery to look at. If my mind serves me correct, there is a fantastic campsite somewhere around here. If I was staying on the trail tonight, this is where I was planning on staying. So that's definitely the campsite. It's probably the best campsite on the Ozark Trail right here, which is about 8 miles in if you're heading southbound, or of course it's 8 miles from the end if you're heading northbound like me. As we're nearing the end here, my mind serves me right, we have to cross that river. But I think it gets a little more shallow up here, at least I hope, because it is way higher than the last time that I was out here. And the last time I was out here, I remember it being up to my knees. Reminds me of that one movie, I forgot what it's called, where they go down into the cave and there's like those creatures. Yeah, I don't think that would be my thing to do this. All right, let's see what it's like for us to cross this. Well, the OT is that way. I have to cross this. I have no clue how deep it is, but it is flowing fast. All right, so I walked maybe 5 feet in, and it was already up to my waist. It's might even be over my head. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm gonna get out my air mattress, blow it up. I'm just gonna get wet and kick across the river. I'm gonna go upstream a little bit. So I'm gonna get in right over here, and I'm just gonna kick like hell. Worst case scenario, I'll end up going down that side, but I can just get off on the right. I just want to get up far enough before this diverges, and this is looks like it's about the thinnest part of the river, so Oh man, it's gonna be nuts. Wow. That was probably not the smartest thing to do, but I made it. There's my stuff. It actually is pretty shallow once you get over to this side. I started, let's see, it was like right up over here. And I tell you, this is moving fast. So I had to kick and swim hard. Luckily, once I got about 6 feet from the shoreline, I was able to touch the ground and stand up. Oh, I did not expect that. That's the last hurdle of this trip. I tell you what, I am glad that crap is done. Look how high this river is, though. This is crazy. And it didn't rain till last night. The whole time I've been on the trail, it hasn't rained. So as we're walking along the Courtois River, there's some other little spots like that. Little caves and taverns. Well, we are wrapping up the hike. I'm just about to hit 33 miles. Grand total in the day will just be a tad under 35. It's been one heck of a journey, especially how it ended with crossing Courtois. I'll never forget that. Sun's about to set. I'll probably get to my car right at dusk. There's one thing that I am certain of, and that's to avoid the OT probably during months like April where we do get a lot of rain. There are a few places, not just the river we just crossed, but that flood zone and a couple other that definitely be sketchy if it got the right amount of rain. And it only rained for about 5 hours last night. That's the scary part. What a journey. 8 days, over 200 miles. We saw a lot, we did a lot. All right, it is 7:50. I've got 34.43, we'll call it 34.5 miles. And I see the car. We did it. So at the very end here, there's only room for about 3 cars. This is it. Done. Boom. Sayonara.